Welcome to the Wajiha's Learning Academy. Today we are going to discuss Aristotle, the Western political thought, most influential philosopher of Western political thought, and he is also known as the father of political science. Firstly, we will discuss its introduction. Aristotle was born in 384 BC. His father was a physician. He studied in Plato's academy for about 17 years. He was attached to Plato's academy for two reasons. That was the main two reasons that why the Aristotle he studied in the Plato's academy. First was that it was the foundation of education in Greece for advanced studies, and he was so much influenced by the Plato's teachings, so that's why he joined the Plato's academy. He served as a tutor of Alexander the Great in 343 BC and kept his school in the Lyceum for 12 years. So that's why Aristotle he was attached and he was greatly influenced by the Plato's philosophy, so that's why he had joined his academy, and it was the foundation of education in Greece for advanced studies. So there was the two main reasons, and why some people they argue that why the Aristotle is called as the father of political science, because his father was physician and he was most inspired by the scientific knowledge, and that's why he have gave the scientific touch to the political science. His famous work is Politics, which is most valuable work on the political science, and it is a chief work in the science and the art of government, and he gave the justification for the existing of different institutions like the state, slavery and family, why they are essential for the state, and he have gave the different arguments, and he tended to suggest the remedies for the ill of the body politics of the state. During the Middle Ages, he was simply considered as a philosopher, but after there was a turning point in the history. According to the Dunning, the capital significance of Aristotle in the history of political theories lies in the fact that he gave to politics the character of an independent science, and he is the founder of science of logic, and his enormous work and his greatest thesis, Politics, is most valuable work on political science. The Politics is a chief work where he discussed very briefly and with the different arguments the arts of government, the institutions like state, why and how the state exists and how it functions, and which elements are essential for making the state, and how the state's affairs they should be learned, slavery, family, all the things they are very discussed with the full details and briefly in the its work, that is Politics. Now we have to discuss the functions of the state. Three elements are essential according to Aristotle to build the state on the perfect lines and to build a state with the perfect manners. First is fellowship, the second is practical organization, and then there is a justice. According to Aristotle, state is not just an association or of associations, but it is the highest association that pursued for the common life of virtue. Okay, and the state is basically it is based on the element of justice, and the most important aim for building and for the organization of state is to give the highest good of the community for its proper realization of demands and needs in it. The state functions to ensure a perfect and self sufficient life of all its component members. The state also ensures to fulfill all the needs of its members and to provide the opportunities to the individuals to attain the intellectual and the physical excellence. According to Aristotle, man is a social animal and the man is essentially good, and the function of state is to develop its good faculties into the habit of the good actions. So that's why the organization or the function of state is to provide all the sources, all the opportunities to the individuals to attain their moral, intellectual, physical intelligence or excellence. Rule of law. Aristotle believed in the natural rights but not the he believes in the natural laws but not on the natural rights. The absence of law, according to Aristotle, is the nullification of good laws, and this meant lack of constitutional laws. According to Aristotle, the law should be superior to the government because it should keep the check on the letter's irregularities. Irregularities, how the letter he should be the responsible for the governmental affairs, and if he not, the law should meant to check, and the law should be present to check the letter's irregularities. Rule by law was better than the personal law because law had a neutral quality, but the rules that are made by the personals they lacked such qualities. And the Aristotle gave the different elements of state. We have discussed all of them. Now we have to discuss the justice. According to Aristotle, the justice means that every citizen in the state should abide by the dictates of law and fulfill its moral obligation towards community members. According to Aristotle, he discussed the two kinds of justice: distributive justice, that is mainly concerned with affairs and transactions like the sale, hire, furnishing of security, purchase of property. All these affairs they should be dealt and they should be concerned under the distributive law. Next law is justice, distributive justice. The next justice which he described is the corrective justice. It is with a proper distribution to each person. It means that it should be according to each person, according to its capacity and worth. It means that every person should be distributed, every person should earn according to his own intellectual, according to his own capacity, and according to the work he had given, according to his own contribution, which he gave to the community. Aristotle emphasized that the rewards and honors should not be offered to the virtuous few, but to others who have collectively contributed the welfare of state and should be proportionally rewarded. It means that Aristotle doesn't believe in this philosophy that we should reward a few person and he does not believe in the favoritism. He believed that every person who have contributed in the